Ladies and gentlemen, it started out with the Jonathan Huberdeau video a few days ago. It's continued ever since the Vancouver Canucks have played more games and have won more games as well. Today, we are talking about a player on this defense core that has actually been playing pretty well. So much to the point that I feel like it deserves a video. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a lot better about this guy than I ever have before. And the numbers, the statistics, they kind of back it up. I'm being very cheeky in the way I'm introducing this topic because today we are talking about the Chaos Draft himself, Tyler freaking Myers, and how good he has legitimately been this season. Now, I know I'm the guy that called him out a few games into the year. I made two videos, one with his face plastered out in the front, and another where we said that he took some more dumb penalties, and in both of those videos, and I say we because me on the mic and you in the comment section, we were all very critical of Tyler Myers and the way he played the game. There was a period like 2 weeks ago when we were all saying, yeah, like he is the worst defenseman on this team by far. He is one of probably the worst defensemen in the league based off of the quality of chances that he keeps on giving to the other team with his terrible giveaways and penalties. Like, Tyler Myers being bad is not new, but at the start of the season, boy, he was bad. Really, really bad. Like Michael Jackson level. He's all up in there, tossing the puck up the open wing to the opposition, giving them prime scoring chances. It was terrible. But ever since the Vancouver Canucks, let's just say ever since maybe the New York game, I want to say, ever since that period of time, I feel like Tyler Myers has gotten to a point where he has legitimately been good, that it's almost eerie. Tyler Myers this season, if you go over to his record, in the sample size of 11 games played, he's got 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 total points. Okay, that's great. He's on pace for 37 points now. Sure, it's not the 40-something point pace he had a few days ago, back when he was better than Jonathan Huberdeau, but I digress. Tyler Myers is still playing at a point production rate that puts him in a position to maybe getting one of the best years he's ever had if he continues with this same production. Surely he is on pace to besting out his Vancouver Canucks point totals too. He also is a +9, which is a really big deal because if you go over to the NHL in its entirety, Tyler Myers is in a two-way tie for 8th in the league in plus-minus. Guess who he's tied with? He's tied with JT Miller, fellow Canucks teammate. Miller and Myers are behind David Pastrnak, Michael Amadio, Philip Pronik, Elias Pettersson, William Carlsson, Brayden McNabb, and Quinn Hughes for the NHL's leader in plus-minus. There are so many Vancouver Canucks who are on the top of this list. Even right behind Miller and Myers, you've got Brock Besser, Ian Cole. They're all right in there. The Canucks have been a wagon this season, and as a result, you're getting guys like Tyler Myers literally entering territories that we've never seen him enter before. Plus-minus leaders in the NHL? Are you kidding me? Last year, Myers was a -16. Now he's one of the top guys. Now, we know plus-minus is not the be-all and end-all. It's one of the most damned stats in the NHL's books for a reason, but just acknowledging that Myers has been in this position is a good thing. And because of that, we have Reddit posts like these being made on the Canucks sub. Take a look at this thread by Catakiller. Catakiller? That's a little bit of a weird name. Tyler Myers. He has really been simplifying his game and being more physical, playing big. I really noticed it last night. During the first period, he was laying the body and finishing checks a lot more. It was so refreshing seeing him play this way instead of his usual poke checks. I was wondering if Gonchar or Foote sat him down and let him know that to stay useful or relevant, the older he gets, he needs to change his game and use his size more. Just a thought I had, as I have noticed and enjoyed his play a lot more lately. Does anyone else think that could be it? And your thoughts on him last night or recently? Here's what Twat71 goes out there and says, Myers has been very good since the Flyers and Lightning games. He looks calm in reduced minutes. I think it was reported somewhere that Rick Tocchet pulled him aside after those games, and the two just went for a walk to help get his mind right. Tocchet seems to be big on the mental side of the game, and clearly something is working there. Another reply says that not playing Myers against competition too difficult for him, as well as the reduced minutes, probably have as much to do with it as anything else. We've had him playing minutes he shouldn't be against people he shouldn't. It isn't surprising he looks better playing against more similar competition. Also, having more support from the forwards. When you have open forwards in position and waiting for the puck, it makes exiting the zone so much easier. And here's the thing, I noticed this a lot last night too, but Tyler Myers in his breakout passes, when he has the space, he rarely makes a mistake. And this is one of the things that you kind of hope for out of your NHL caliber defensemen, that they don't make mistakes when they're breaking the puck out. But this was always a problem with Myers over the past few years. He'd cough the puck up, he'd be a pylon, turnover machine. Instead of sending it to his teammate in the neutral zone, he'd send it to the opposition. But as of late, Tyler Myers has been making better decisions with the puck, he has been getting better minutes so he's not getting tired all the time, and he has been actually utilized in a more effective role against more appropriate competition. In prior years, the Canucks would play Myers 20-plus minutes a night because they had no choice but to do so. Now he's getting 15 to 17 minutes of time on ice per game. In the games where he was actually playing poorly, he got benched a little bit, only played 13 minutes in those. And hey, guess what? In those 13-minute games, the Canucks still won both of them. So even when you have anchor players going out there and doing anchor-like things, the team is still finding ways to win, and what's even better is that these anchor players are actually improving, and they're getting better, and they're scoring shorthanded goals, and they're breaking up plays better than they've ever done in the past few years of their contracts, which is still overpaid, but it's a lot easier to stomach now when you acknowledge that it's in this final year, and Myers is actually providing legitimate value for this team now. He is no longer a net negative asset. He has been fine. And that's one of the craziest things we could have seen out of this season. Here's another comment on the Canucks sub. I never noticed Tyler Myers in games anymore. And that's the greatest compliment I can give him. Those egregious turnovers have hopefully been rectified for good. The times I do notice him, he's breaking up a play that he used to mess up. Let's hope he keeps it up. Having this Myers on your third pair is a luxury, even though you don't want that at $6 million a year. At the end of the day, Tyler Myers has legitimately gotten to a point where he is very passable as an NHL defender. A guy who can break up the rush. A guy who doesn't overcommit and panics when the other team cycles it around. A guy who is starting to use his size a tad more. Who's actually finishing his checks, and who is not a total liability anymore. Did I just make an entire 8-minute commentary on Tyler Myers and the actual improvements in his game? Yes, I did! But it works! This is crazy. I did not think that out of all the positive Canucks stories we've had, the winning ways that we're seeing this team attain once again, the prospects doing as well as they are, Burstevich, Arshdeep Bains, Lekaramaki, SHL, AHL, OHL, you got the points leaders at the top of the NHL, and Pedersen, Quinn Hughes top of the league in points for defensemen, you've got the Millers and the Bessers going out there getting points too, the team is one of the best in the league, and Tyler Myers is one of the top guys in the entire NHL for plus minus, and he's not looking bad anymore. That, my friends, that is the kicker. That is what is sealing the deal for me on hope for this season. The Vancouver Canucks are run by actual competent hockey-thinking brains now, and not overreacting pundits like Jim Benning who are going out there and making terrible decisions to sacrifice the long-term future for some short-term pleasure. This is crazy, and I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Canucks bouncing back, doing this well, and how Tyler Myers is legitimately good? He's okay. Sure, he's overpaid $6 million, not that much for what exactly it is he provides, but he's not bad anymore. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.